Hello everybody, welcome back to another Mystic Islands video. Today I got something a little bit different. It's the first gameplay video. So guys, I'm going to be playing, I'm on the right with the green sleeves and my friend Tyler is on the left with the blue sleeves. So he is running a deck we call the Medic deck. It is a pirate royalty deck, and the main objective is to gain so much health that your opponent just can't kill you over time and you just win. And mine is pretty much the opposite. It is Goblin Mage, and it is meant to just try to kill everything your opponent puts out, overwhelm them with damage, and take them down quick. So this will be an interesting matchup. He did win the draw here, so he played a Pioneer on his first turn. So that dice right above the scoreboard right there, you can see we each have 40 health. First person to 0 loses the game. Every turn, you pick up one card and one crystal. Your crystal is your resource in the game. He's going to attack me right here. It's going pretty quick in the beginning here. But once that dice in the middle right there, every round, which means every time a turn goes back to the first person who started the game, it goes one higher for the round. And then once it hits 6, we actually pick up 2 crystals, speeding the game up a little bit. So he's been playing Pioneers. He played 2 of them, and they each make him draw a card. So he's got a few more cards than me right now. So I'm going to pass the turn right here. I'm assuming he is going to try to attack my creature here. So he can definitely do that. He's got creature advantage on me, so he's going to pick up his crystal on his card. And right here, he actually does a rare ruling where he can just attack me, and then I get to choose if I want to block or not. And I just choose not to. I'd rather just kill his Pioneer on next turn, which is what I'm probably going to do here. This is an old gameplay, so I was debating on uploading it or not because of the quality, but I figured you guys really just want to see the game. I'm going to try to come out with more better quality gameplays and stuff like that. So I'm going to take out his Pioneer. Our 1 attack, they're both 1 attack, 1 defense creatures, so they just take each other out. Even Steven there. And then I'm going to pass the turn to him, so it's going to turn to round 4. So he does have creature advantage still right now. He's got the Pioneer on the battlefield. He's not much of a threat though. He can only deal 1 damage, and he doesn't really have any other abilities I have to worry about. So yeah, basically he's going to attack me for 1 damage, and I think he's going to save up his crystals here. But if you guys do know, once you the number in the top right of the card is its casting cost. So once you cast a creature, this one costs 3, you pay 3 and you put it back in your resource zone, I guess you could call it, but it's pretty much called the stash. So Wise Spellcaster, when he comes out, your opponent either has to tap a creature, discard a crystal, or lose 3 health. If they can't do one of them, then they have to do one of the other ones until they can't do any of them. So he discarded a crystal, and he picks one up for the next turn anyway. He's going to attack me with it. Tap it for him there. I'm going to pick up my card. I pick up a Bloodthirsty Orc. Pretty sweet. Alright, I get my crystal as well. And I know next turn that it's going to be round 6, so I'm going to be picking up 2 crystals, so plan ahead for that. Leave my guy up for defense. He picks up his card and his 2 crystals this time. There we go, so he's got 4. Hard to see over there. I think he pushes it up later in the game, but it's okay. So now he's thinking of a way to get around this 2 attack, 4 defense defender. He was going to attack it with the 1/1, but there was no reason to, so he kind of brought it back and just didn't do that. And then he passed the turn to me. I get a Bloodthirsty, one of the most important cards in this game. In this deck, I guess you could say. I can essentially, for 2 crystals, just kill anything with 4 health because it deals 4 damage to target creature or caster. I'll lose 2 health when I play it, but that's not a big deal at the moment. Now right now I'm probably not going to play that to kill that, because I could kill it right away with this Wise Spellcaster. And the bleed damage, so bleed damage in this game, if my creature is attacking and it has a higher attack value than the defending creature's defense, the extra damage will actually bleed over into their health pool. So right there, I attacked his 1 defense with 2 attack, so that extra 1 just hit him, hit his health. Now right here, he plays a Mighty Lizard Brute. This guy is pretty big, and he can be thrown in any deck because he is a neutral faction. Now when he's casted, you do lose 2 health, you draw a card, and then you shuffle your deck. So we're going to see him do that real quick. So he is a huge creature though, 7 attack, 4 defense, but when I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, that could be a big problem. Thank God I just picked up that Bloodthirsty so I can get rid of it. So I'm gonna wait here. I get a forbidden spell. That's good to get. It's never bad to grab those unless you're looking for a specific card on your draw. But right here I have 5 crystals, so I have a good amount of resources I can do something with. I'm gonna Bloodthirsty his Mighty Lizard Brute, dealing 4 damage to it. It deals 2 damage to me as well. So that's gonna kill his Mighty Lizard Brute just straight out of the air as soon as he got it. Wasn't very happy about that. And then I get to attack him for 2 damage as well because he's got no creatures up. So right to the dome, right there. Alright, then it's his turn again. Gonna draw 2 crystals. Now that might have been the turning point of the game. Even though we're both at 34 health, that was a huge play right there to get rid of his huge creature he spent 6 crystals on. So now we get a Pyro Screen right here as well, pretty sweet. That card stops all damage from creatures that aren't mages to a caster of choice for the turn. That could be very good in certain situations. We're going to play a Goblin Chain Twirler though right now. Cost 4, yeah, 4 attack, 3 defense, and he has Amber, so I'm going to attack him for 2 as well and pass the turn. So creatures come out tapped in this game. That's so that they can't attack or block because they're, I guess you could say they're tired or they're exhausted. So they have to wait a turn to become untapped, and then they can attack or block or whatever else you want to do with them. Creature abilities, such as abilities that say pay 1, do this effect, those can be utilized if a creature is tapped or not, as long as it's your turn. He's going to play a Destined Knight right here. 3 attack, 3 defense. He gains 1 health when he dies. Not a horrible play at the time. He's also going to play a Primary Foot Soldier, which gains him 1 health when it's casted. Not a horrible play at the time, but definitely not something that is going to get him over the hump over these 2 guys here. Probably wanted to play something that was a little bit bigger. I don't know if he had anything. Maybe he didn't, but yeah. So pick up my 2 crystals here. I got 3, and I'm going to spend all of it for a Safeguarding Soul. Now this guy's interesting. He cannot attack, as I actually do attack right here for 6 damage. And because of the Amber ability on the Goblin Chain Twirler, it means every time a creature with Amber attacks and deals damage to the opposing caster or player, it gets +1 attack, +1 defense bigger with a limit of 3. So that guy is dangerous. So for that reason, that's why the 3/3 doesn't really matter right now too much, because now I'm already bigger than it. And yeah, he's going to play a Noble Knight, gains him 3 health right there. Yeah, but anyway, my Safeguarding Souls is 0 attack, 5 defense, and it cannot tax, so it's basically just a defender. And it has Idle, so it can't be affected by ability cards either. So it's pretty sweet right there. I feel like that's the perfect card for this situation, because his guys are not very strong. He's going to attack me for 4 damage here and pass the turn. And I pick up a Supreme Spellcaster, which could be sweet, but in this situation, I think I just want to put my foot on the gas and then keep dealing damage. So I'm thinking right here, what should I do? And I was like, you know what, let's go on the aggressive. And now that's 5 and 2, so it's going to be 7 altogether. And he's going to get even bigger because I dealt damage to him with an Amber. With the Amber ability, sorry. I can't talk today. But yeah, if you guys do enjoy these type of videos, please let me know down below. I have one more stashed up. I can also make them pretty easily. We play frequently, so it's not like it's going to be a hard thing for me to get footage of this. But it just takes a little bit longer to edit it the way I'm doing it, but it's okay. As long as you guys like it, it's all that matters. He's going to play 9 health right here. He's going to put out his leader, King Edwards. You can't see him right now. There he is. Okay. But yeah. So essentially what he is he has 10 defense, and he has a lot of abilities to gain him health, gain you health as well. So that's essentially, obviously it's the medic deck, so gaining health is #1 priority. And then I think he forgets to attack here, but I let him know that he can do that. There we go. Okay. So I'm not sure what he's going to do here. Let's find out. He does have a good amount of creatures, but nothing too powerful. So he's going to attack my Safeguarding Soul for 1 damage, just so the other 2 guys can get a clean attack on me for 4 damage. That's okay. I mean, in his situation, he didn't play this bad. He just didn't have the right cards on the field to be able to combat the firepower I had at the time. I pick up another Bloodthirsty here, and that's a killer. Especially because he has his leader out. He can choose to take damage that I send to him with his leader or his health by creature. So if I can use that Bloodthirsty to attack his health directly, he can't block that with his leader. Essentially, me killing him quicker. So that's perfect for us right now. We do have 4 crystals, so I'm going to pay 2 for a Goblin Nightcrawler. And then he also has the ability where I can pay 1, which I think I'm going to do right now. And I deal 2 damage to myself, but 4 damage to my opponent. So that's what I'm going to do. So, as I said, cannot be blocked by leaders through abilities or effects. So that's huge right there. So now he's all the way down to 10, and I'm going to swing in for 8 damage right here. So he can either take that with his health or his leader, and he can split it up if he wants to. He can take 2 damage from the spellcaster, or he can take 6 damage from the chain twirler. He's going to take all of it to his leader though, so his leader's on 2 health. And because I did not hit the caster with my Goblin Chain Twirler, he does not activate his Amber ability. So that was actually a pretty smart move right there. So essentially, I think I'm going to pass the turn here. I got to keep that Safeguarding Soul up, but he's honestly doing pretty well for me right now because none of his guys can really kill it. So it's basically just doing his job, and that's just making it harder for him to deal damage. So he gets his Precious Gems out, which I think he moves around a few times. So follow that wherever it goes. But essentially what that does is every time he draws a card, he gains 1 health. This would have been a great card to play early in the game if he had it, but I don't think he did. So that's unfortunate, but you can see he's obviously making an effort to come back here, and he's also going to play a Mystical Aegean Dragon. When this guy dies, you gain 3 health, and you put him at the bottom of your deck instead of the graveyard. So that's pretty sweet, and he goes on the aggressive a little bit here. He's going to deal 2 damage. He's moving everything around still. We're running out of space, so that is how it is. So he attacked me for 2 damage there. And I'm going to pick up a Wicked Witch right here. He's going to leave his 3 attack, 3 defense up for defense. And now I have a pretty big battlefield. So a little bit scary. And he moved the gems again. There it is. But let's see what I'm going to do here. I do have 3 crystals, so like I could Bloodthirsty him right now, or I could wait, or I could just all out attack and see what happens first. But I'm going to play the Wicked Witch. I assume just to get more numbers on the board, to just get more attack power. Also, every time it attacks, he has to discard a card, so that'll annoy him. So I'm going to attack his 3/3 with my 4/2, and then I'm going to hit him for 8 damage again, I believe. There's that 9 damage. It is. So he's going to take all of it. He's going to take the what he can with his leader, and then the rest to his health. So he's going to take 2 with his leader, 7 with his health. And I'm going to pass the turn there as well. Takes him a second, but his leader is dead. He's going to throw it away in about a second. He gains 1 health for drawing a card through Precious Gems ability. And I believe right here he gets rid of his leader because he is dead. Oh, actually, first he's going to play a Traveler's Fortune, which draws 3 cards, and he discards 1. So because he drew 3 more cards, he's going to gain 3 more health. He's going to throw away a Solo Drunken Sailor there. Not really a great card to have right now. And then finally kills his leader there. Okay. So now he attacks for 6. So he's attacking for everything. I assume he is just conceding at this point, unless he had some strategy. But he only has 1 crystal. So at this point, I am just attacking for everything, I think. So, yep. I don't even need to play anything. It is game over. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. First gameplay video on the channel. I'm going to have more coming up soon. If you guys have any suggestions for videos that I should put on this channel, definitely let me know in the comment section down below. Also follow me on Instagram. I'm very active on there recently, so that's pretty sweet. I'm going to be releasing new cards and sneak peeks of cards and stuff like that for set 2 on there. I've already started doing that. I'm going to be doing that on YouTube too. So I'm thinking of doing like a little mini series of maybe like Mystic Islands Monday or something like that. And I'm not sure what I want to do yet, but you know, I'm getting there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate all you guys watching this far, and I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Peace.